Hello, and welcome to Our Kids, brought to you by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Jailen Leavell. As we close out the year this May, we take a look back at how students have created an internet safety program. They've shown compassion by helping others, and they've prepared for their financial futures. Plus, we have more from our student correspondents.
Ballard High School students danced the night away to help kids with cancer.
Students here at Fern Creek have been exposed to new ways of technology that not all schools in JCPS have had the opportunity to use.
Recently, a one-of-a-kind event took place between the UFL School of Music and a local middle school.
Stopher Elementary STLP students created an internet safety program called SMART. They are hoping to share their message with students across the country.
Be smart. When you're online, be smart. All the time.
We are at Stopher Elementary and our program is Be Smart. It's an acronym and stands for school, members of your family.
A is address, R is real name, and T is telephone.
Be smart. When you're online, be smart. All the time.
It's all getting kids to be safer on the internet.
All the time.
This is a story about a kid. He got online and this is what he did.
We meet twice a week and we do some type of project with technology.
Bring something up that you've already worked on in our class.
We made a music video last year, the Be Smart song, so we wanted to extend that. So this year we made a website and kind of got our community involved and our student body involved in the whole campaign.
When you're online, be smart.
On our website we have the acronym down here at the bottom, and we have the pledge, which we came up with ourselves, and you can sign the pledge and vow to not give out personal information.
Protect your home. Real name. Don't tell them your own telephone.
The number's private.
And if a stranger asks, don't provide it. Be smart.
And this is really our main goal. We just want kids to be aware that there's people online that they have to be aware of, you know, and no matter what age.
It says, we created the site to warn kids about the dangers of online predators. We want students to be smart while they are using the internet.
It is so easy for adults to just steal our information because we're kids and we don't know as much as adults do. So if we all know this and it's a catchy song that they know, they'll be less likely to share their information and get in trouble.
I think it occurs not only to kids our age, but to anyone, even going up to adults.
She started to share her personal information and he put herself in a bad situation.
She didn't pay attention to her teacher at school and gave out personal info, and
that ain't cool.
Strangers online can be a dangerous encounterment, and they need to know how to deal with it once it happens.
We just wanted to really get everybody to understand that, you know, you should make a commitment to be safe online. So it's great that our kids are walking around saying that, you know, and sharing that message. And I think that's probably, for me, the most important message to spread to all the kids. We want that to resonate.
School. Don't tell them where you go. Members of your family. Never know. Address.
I came into it thinking that, well, we're gonna do stuff with computers and technology stuff, but I got something better out of it. I have new friends now, and we get to spread a message in a really fun way, and I feel very proud that I could possibly be saving a life right now.
We are Stopher. We are JCPS.
Be Strong, an anti-bully event at the Louisville Palace, brought students together from across the district. They heard messages of compassion and kindness.
I'm from Western Middle School and I'm at the Palace for an anti-bullying event.
We're at the Louisville Palace today for the Be Strong Live Tour. Be Strong is a national organization that helps support students with resiliency, sends the message of anti-bullying.
We need to send the world a message that bullying is not okay, and that we should all see this as a problem, and that if we witness a bully, we need to stop it and come together.
Kindness doesn't really hurt. It's better to be kind than to hurt others.
How do we deal with a conflict inside of a friendship? Because if we don't know how to handle this, it can become bullying.
Giving the message of staying strong and making sure that they're good citizens and report bullying if that's something that's an issue in their community.
Bullying is when you hurt someone just to hurt them, like they've never probably done anything to you. You're just causing harm to someone else.
We hope that they at least understand, 1, they're not alone, 2, they can survive it, and 3, if they need help, where can they get it?
It's called the bullying cycle. It's called the abuse cycle. We get hurt, and then we hurt someone else, and then we get hurt, and then we hurt somebody else.
Because I know that most bullies is affected from something that's in their life that causes them to do that to people. So I just tell them to think of a brighter side, which is what helps me realize that I can not be a bystander and still help people.
The biggest thing is taking away resources, taking away things that they can do if they know victims or they are one themselves.
As one, we could all come together and we could all try to prevent this from happening.
Correspondent Mackenzie Dries visited Schaffner Traditional Elementary School to hear the soothing sounds from the elite choral group, Schaffner Singers.
You may know what a normal chorus class looks like, but you haven't seen Schaffner's. Let's take a look. A select group of 4th grade students are invited to join the Schaffner Singers each year. These students have displayed an elite vocal ability.
Please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart.
We started the Schaffner Singers in 2011. The original thought was that it would be for 4th and 5th. Ultimately, we decided to make it a 4th grade group.
Well, last year I had a really great voice, and this year, at the beginning of the year, my music teacher came in and said he wanted me to be in the Schaffner Singers.
In order to perfect their songs, the Schaffner Singers meet once a week after school. Though being in the Schaffner Singers is hard work, these kids make it look easy and fun.
Every Thursday, you have practice with our music teacher, and then we have field trips where we go to different places and we sing to them.
And we sing songs, we practice songs for, pretty sure 2 choir concerts every year.
And I love doing it, even though we don't get recess, but I still love doing it.
Not only do students showcase their love and talent for music to their families during chorus concerts, they also share their talents by performing at nursing homes. They do this in hopes of brightening the sick and elderly's day with the gift of song.
My favorite part is my favorite song, which is Happiness. And I like singing that in front of the people that are really sick.
I'd say going out and singing for people who, at the nursing homes and stuff, just me helping, encouraging them by singing.
Being able to sing in front of people and seeing them smile because they like it.
The staff at Schaffner hope that by having this chorus group, students will learn the value of community involvement.
I think it's important that elementary age students see the other side of life and see how it's important to bring meaning and happiness to those who are on the end of life stages. So it's a benefit for both the nursing home residents and for the students.
Students continue to better themselves inside the classroom and the community. And for our kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Mackenzie Dries.
Correspondent Brian Hutchison shows us how Olmstead Academy South's orchestra showed off their skills at the University of Louisville.
Olmstead South celebrated the 3rd annual Because She Did It I Can event at the U of L School of Music. It was an extra special night because this is the first time U of L has ever teamed up with a middle school.
This is our 3rd annual Because She Did I Can event. A big part of the event this year has been the collaboration with U of L, where they're not just hosting it, they're going to be performing with their orchestra tonight.
I'm in the orchestra. I'm working with U of L students in college, and so far it's really cool.
In addition to the orchestra, the night was filled with sights and sounds from the choir, band, drama, and the visual arts.
We have, some drama elements. We have monologues going on stage, which they've never really had the opportunity to do before. And we have a U of L alum that composed a piece for our orchestra this year that's also going to be here tonight with the orchestra world premiering her piece.
It's a great experience, especially because I'm going to a new grade level and a new school, and I get to experience more things that this school is bringing to me.
I wanted to be liked by others, so at age 17, I became a teen mother to a son.
Our concerts are usually in a gymnasium, so being in this concert hall is just an incredible opportunity.
We have a lot more stories about our kids coming up. Stay with us.
Do you need help providing school clothes for your child? The 15th District PTA Clothing Assistance Program can help provide uniforms and other clothing. Make an appointment with the Family Youth Resource Center at your child's school. Donations of new and gently used uniforms and clothing are also accepted. Call 485-7062 or 485-7450 for more information. The portal is your online link to information about your child's grades, test scores, attendance, career choices, and much, much more. It's a fast and easy way to stay on top of what your child is doing in school. If your child's teacher has set up a virtual classroom, you can log on to JCPS Online and access grades for class assignments or communicate directly with teachers. The Parent Portal offers a convenient way you can stay involved in your child's education.
Welcome back. You're watching Our Kids, sponsored by the Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm PRP correspondent Jailen Leavell. Seneca's Redhawk Rangers organized supplies for their Lead to Feed project. The program has instilled leadership and generosity in their members.
This conditioner is so shampoo, right?
We're at Seneca High School, and basically this is our annual Love the World campaign. It's called Meeting Basic Needs Far and Away. We're helping out with Lead to Feed. Lead to Feed is the #1 fastest growing free student leadership program. So right now we're participating in the Worldly Project.
Because I'll pop it.
And we're collecting dental items, toiletries, school supplies, and books. That's going to go to the Parkland Boys and Girls Club, Foster Elementary School, and Oxford, Kentucky.
Here we have soaps, deodorants, and shaving.
This will be their 3rd year participating. The first year they were with the Lord's Kitchen. They won 2nd place nationally. Last year they were in 1st place nationally, so they were selected among all the high schools across the U.S., and they were one of 6 high schools selected and partnered with Hand in Hand. And they received a $10,000 donation for the school and a $25,000 donation for Hand in Hand.
55, 56.
Over here we have notebooks, art supplies, and paper for the Belize School and Parkland Boys and Girls Club.
Dental supplies over here. We got books, toiletries are coming about, being spread around.
I joined the Redhawk Rangers because I want to help out people. I want to inspire people of what I can do, and I want to show them that other people that they just don't need to sit down at home and not do anything after school.
Their enthusiasm and what these kids accomplish as a service organization is absolutely unbelievable.
It's the most amazing thing that I could ever do is helping other children at another school who needs these supplies. I have enough school supplies. They don't. I have enough clothing and they don't. So am I supposed to be grateful for myself for keeping all that stuff or giving it out to other people? You have to take the courage and the confidence to do this.
343.
We're just doing this for a good cause, and we're just excited to help.
These kids love giving back. They get so much out of it. As one student said, I thought I was poor until I came to Eastern Kentucky. I didn't know what being poor was. And so it just opens their eyes to a whole new world and something they're not exposed to living here in the big city of Louisville.
It's important to help out people within the community. I guess because you need to be a part of something bigger than yourself. And you need to learn how to be selfless. I guess it's a good part of being in a community service group and helping others. Just learning that together you can do whatever you put your mind to, and just being a big help to everyone else.
And then what we can do is they can get one this month.
Atherton High School offers Japanese courses to help students engage in the world through language and culture.
Atherton 高校の日本語のクラスにようこそ。よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。We're at Atherton High School, and I've been teaching Japanese here. This is my second year here. I always thought that Japanese was kind of a different type of art because you have to be creative with language when you speak.
It gives you a new perspective on the world and like how different someone's culture may be from yours. So
if you go into a career with lots of different like speaking to other people from different countries, it's good to know multiple languages, so communication is easier.
If you only have like Western languages that you teach, you're kind of missing out on a whole segment of population that has other interests, and you're missing out on most of the rest of the world.
I think after you learn like the initial sounds and what we call hiragana, it's like kind of like their alphabet. I think once you learn that, the hardest thing is all the memorization, because you have to memorize like a lot of things to really get the language. But
we've also had to learn like 2 different alphabets, and along with those alphabets, we had to like connect those with symbols.
We start with speaking and we do some writing all straight off. We don't do any separation really about when we do speaking or when we do writing. It's kind of all part of the language, and it really helps to reinforce each part if you do it all at the same time.
I just kind of wanted to try something new and something that would be kind of challenging.
Hajimemashite, watashi wa Riley desu.
Hajimemashite, watashi wa Naya desu.
This class really works well together. It's a good peer work kind of group.
So we're working on putting them from like English, like Roman letters and numbers, into Japanese. So this is the kanji.
It's a huge world, and we are so interconnected. The world's not just a small place. It's a big place, and it's full of really cool stuff.
Correspondent Alexis Harden takes us to a talented event at Fern Creek High School called Arts Night at the Creek.
Although most people think that Fern Creek is all about sports, they don't know about our talented students. Let's take a look.
Arts Night at the Creek was a showcase for numerous talented students here at Fern Creek. This was the first year of the showcase because of 3 special seniors.
This all started with Aisha and Pearl. They asked me, and then I wanted to expand on it.
We just felt like the Fern Creek, we have all these amazing, talented people, but we don't get a lot of credit or showcase for that.
Students had the opportunity to perform what's important to them.
I've been singing for as long as I can really remember. It's really important to me because, you know, it's always helped me keep my head up high and everything like that.
Spoken word has just been my way to let out things that I don't want to say out loud.
It's been a big part of my life, and I keep planning on doing it.
Arts Night at the Creek was a show worth capturing.
I used to sing A, B, C, D.
JCPS students not only showed their art with the students, but with the community. For Our Kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Alexis Harding.
We have more great stories about JCPS students. Stay tuned.
I'm neurosurgeon Shadriwala, Seneca High School class of 1989. I am JCPS.
I'm Ballard High School junior Brianna Owens, and I've been selected for the Wharton School of Business Summer Institute. I am JCPS.
I'm Marshall Goldsmith, Valley High School class of 1967. Executive Leadership Coach, I am JCPS.
I'm Justin Cornwell, Eastern High School class of 2007, and I played a young Muhammad Ali. I am JCPS.
We are JCPS.
Both my parents have diabetes. Students really think that they are sort of invincible right now,
and it's something that they'll think about in the future. I think that it's the actions and the decisions that we make right now that will really help us in the future, and that will determine whether we get diabetes or not. Hey kids, get out there, live a great life, but at the same time get to know the risk factors for diabetes and live a healthy lifestyle.
Welcome back. You're watching Our Kids, sponsored by the Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm PRP correspondent Jailen Leavell. Students at Valley High School learned a life-enhancing lesson taught by 2 local attorneys about credit abuse.
Getting a budget in place and following it hard.
We're at Valley High School, and we just seen a presentation about basically credit scams and how to maintain your debts and all that.
We presented for CARE, which stands for Credit Abuse Resistance Education, and this is the 10th year that CARE has been going out to all the high schools to talk to the students about preparing for their future and managing their credit.
If you have maxed out all your credit cards, you're going to have a lower credit score.
Financial planning and realizing how decisions that you make today affect your future is so important. And I believe that the earlier that we can teach kids about how to manage their money and how to handle credit and credit cards and student loans, it sets them on the right path.
As lawyers, all of us have seen in the very unfortunate consequences of bad credit decisions and how that can really effectively ruin a person's life in some ways, and sending them into bankruptcy court, causing divorce, causing the repossession of automobiles, the loss of their houses.
They're out there in the real world, and I'm a senior going to college, and I'm ready to be out there in the real world too. So it's good to get somebody else's point of view on a certain type of objective.
We don't have experience in it, and we need someone to tell us what's going to happen and how you need to deal with it.
Because it also affects your credit score.
Even if they're not going out and creating their savings account today, it's something that we've given them a little bit of information, and they're now aware of when they do go out to get that credit card, the things that they need to be looking out for and the things that they need to be thinking about so that they're well informed and making right choices.
I got a debit card. I don't plan on using credit at all in my life. And yeah, I'm not trying to use it, no loans or anything. I'm going to college for a scholarship.
Everyone has to have credit, and it's good to have better credit than not have good credit at all, than trying to get yourself out of that. It's a lot harder than just keeping your credit up.
Negotiate total price.
A pie throwing event at Lincoln Performing Arts School is the culmination of a fundraiser benefiting the Fund for the Arts. You'll have to see what good sports the principal and assistant principal were.
We're at Lincoln Performing Arts School, and we just got finished pieing Mr. Ice and Miss French in the face.
We were celebrating the fact that we raised $8,000 for Fund for the Arts.
Our students receive the benefit of having an arts integrated education every day that they're here. Our goal is to spread that message that arts education is important for all students, and by supporting the Fund for the Arts, the fund will disperse the money to other schools so that all students throughout our district can enjoy the same benefits that we do from an arts integrated education. We are the only elementary performing arts school. So in order to celebrate the fact that our students raised over $7,000 to support arts education, we are receiving pies in the face from our students.
I think it's fair to give some of the money to them so they can have the same thing we have.
We've been wearing tutus and dressing up like superheroes and even celebrating Mardi Gras. And our student goal was to raise $5,000. And we are very excited to share with you that we've exceeded that goal, and we've raised over $7,000 to support arts educations through the Fund for the Arts.
And I hope that it helps other schools have performing arts so they can learn to appreciate the arts and have more chances like we do to see plays and musicals.
It is exciting to watch the students be so thrilled with their accomplishments, and it's a fun way to celebrate something good that we've done for our entire community.
I want everybody around the world to have what we have because some people don't have, some schools don't have what we have. I think it's fair to give some of the money to them so they can have the same thing we have.
Ballard High School's annual Dance Maroon raised more than $61,000 for pediatric cancer. Correspondent Carmen Valenzuela brings us the story.
Ballard High School's gym was turned into a giant dance floor for Dance Maroon.
And then each time you're going to get lower and lower, so the next time your arm goes straight out from right to left.
Dance Maroon is a 6-hour marathon with games and, of course, dancing. It's a local spin-off to Raise Red at U of L and Dance Blue at UK. All of the money raised goes to pediatric oncology. This year's event was dedicated to Ballard student Amzie Smith, who lost a courageous battle to cancer earlier this year. The student committee had a major responsibility of fundraising, and it is a year-round effort.
So in the committee, I am a part of the fundraising efforts, and what we do is we set up all the restaurant nights and just try to contact local businesses and see if they would like to sponsor our event and donate money to our cause.
We spend the whole year planning, so from the summer, that's when we find out if we're on the committee or not, and immediately we start planning as soon as school starts.
Our biggest event is the Dance Maroon Marathon itself, and it's 6 hours long, and there's no sitting throughout the whole marathon, and then at the end of it, we release the grand total throughout the whole year.
This year, a record $61,000 was raised, all for the kids. I'm Ballard correspondent Carmen Valenzuela for Our Kids.
Correspondent Chaz Cave shows us how Fern Creek students are combining technology with reading.
Beginning in the second trimester, students in both 9th and 10th grade English classes started using a new program called Reading Plus. Students work on this program using their own Chromebooks, which were provided by the school. Students have their own personalized account, which assesses their grade level. They then read a passage based on their interest, which they choose. Once you finish reading, you are given comprehension questions based on what you read.
Once Reading Plus assesses the student's reading level and the students understand what grade level they're reading on, it allows them to take the assignments more seriously. Once the students start taking the assignments more seriously, they're able to identify the issues they're having with reading, and they start looking at reading in different ways.
I like Reading Plus because it helps me improve my reading.
Both students and teachers have seen a positive change in work since Reading Plus was brought to Fern Creek. Students and staff here at Fern Creek look forward to continue the use of technology. For Our Kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Chaz Cave.
Congratulations to this year's Vote Educational and Leadership Scholarship winners. Thanks for watching our show. We hope you enjoyed it. You can find full episodes of Our Kids on the JCPS YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting Our Kids.